The Bible tells us without dreams and vision, we perish. How true that is. But you know something? The opposite is just as true. With dreams, we are no longer who we used to be. We can be transformed, molded, reshaped in ways we never imagined possible. You know, earlier we talked about how important it is to set goals, how to choose the ones that matter, and how to start moving toward them. But now let's take it a step further. I want to show you how your dreams can begin to shape who you are, how they can touch every part of your life, and little by little transform you into someone entirely new. Let's start with this. Once you've locked in on goals that truly matter to you, something shifts. You're not the same, not in the way you speak or dress or think or feel, not in the way you greet people or hold yourself in a room. You'll walk differently, talk differently, act differently, because when your goals really matter, everything you do becomes tied to them. Every action leads to or away from them. And if you're serious, you'll start living accordingly. But here's the key. Your goals have to be worthy of you. I once asked a man, "So what are your goals for this month?" He said, "If I could just scrape up enough money to pay these lousy bills." That was it. That was his goal. Now, I'm not saying paying the bills isn't a goal. It can be. But let's be honest, it's a poor one. You don't leap out of bed Monday morning with excitement in your heart because you get to go out there and scrape up enough money to cover the bills. You don't wake up shouting, "Oh boy, another chance to pay off these debts." If you want your goals to move you, to push you, drive you, lift you, then set them high. Set them just far enough out of reach to cause you to stretch and grow. Let them challenge your comfort zone and awaken your imagination. But don't set them so far out there that they overwhelm you before you even begin. There's a balance, and when you find it, magic begins to happen. Let me share something that might surprise you. The true value of setting goals, it's not in achieving them. No, really, the value isn't in the thing you get. It's in what you become in the process. You see, the acquisition of things, that's secondary. The real treasure lies in who you must become to earn those things. Let me ask you, what's the greatest benefit of becoming a millionaire? Is it the $1 million? Not quite. The real value is in the growth you experience on the way there, the person you're forced to become, the discipline you develop, the leadership you learn, the courage, the resourcefulness, the creativity, the self-respect, the personal power. That's the gold. Give $1 million to someone who hasn't earned it, and odds are they'll lose it. Why? Because they never became the kind of person who can keep it. But take away everything from someone who's earned their wealth through growth and learning, and you'll see something remarkable. Before long, they'll have it all back, and more, because the money was never the real reward. Who they became in the process, that's what mattered most. So here's the question you need to ask. What kind of person must I become in order to achieve what I truly want? Write that question down. And then write down your answers. What skills will you need to learn? What knowledge will you need to gain? What strengths must you build? That list. That's your roadmap for personal development. And here's something to remember. Income rarely exceeds personal growth. That's why self-reflection matters. That's why honest self-evaluation is critical. I ask myself this all the time. Here's what I want, but am I willing to become the kind of person it will take? If the answer is no, if I'm unwilling to read, study, grow, and change, then I can't expect to receive what I want. I'll either have to adjust my expectations or rise to meet them. Don't get overwhelmed. When you first start setting goals, it's easy to feel overwhelmed. That's okay. Relax. You don't need to be fully equipped right away. Here's what I know. Your ability will grow to match your dreams. That's the power of goal setting. As you take steps, new doors will open. New ideas will emerge. New people, new tools, new opportunities. And inside each of these new opportunities, the seed of a solution to a problem you once thought was impossible. So don't wait until you're ready. Start now, and you'll grow along the way. I've seen this work in my own life. The man I was 25 years ago when I met my mentor, Mr. Schoaf, that man is a stranger to me now. I've changed. I've grown. And so can you. Don't let your past failures hold you back. Yes, they hurt. Yes, they're heavy. But the past is gone. There's nothing you or I can do to change it. What we can change is the future. You don't have to be who you were yesterday. Give yourself a chance to change, to grow, to become someone astonishingly different. Let your hidden talents rise to the surface. Tap into the abilities you never knew you had. And when you do, you'll start achieving things you never believed possible. Your ideas will multiply, your confidence will soar, your creativity will flourish. Why? Because goals are powerful. They really are. They tap into something deep and almost mystical. I don't know exactly how or why. It's one of life's great mysteries, but I do know this. They work. So take a chance. Give yourself permission to become all that you're capable of becoming. Asking. The Bible gives us the simplest, most powerful instruction on how to get what we want. It says, ask. That's it. Just ask. And the full promise? Ask, and you shall receive. Amazing, isn't it? The act of asking starts the machinery of receiving. It presses a button. It unlocks something. Emotionally, spiritually, practically. You don't even have to understand how it works. You just have to do it. Some people study the root so long they forget to pick the fruit. Not you. You can ask. Ask and learn. Ask while you go. Just start. Receiving will take care of itself. That's not the hard part. The hard part, the part that most people miss, is the asking. There's a fellow out there who says, I work hard, I come home exhausted, I eat, I rest, I go to bed. I don't have time to sit up at night, asking. But that fellow is broke. He's sincere, he's a good worker, but he hasn't yet learned how to be a good asker. And that makes all the difference. How about you? Do you have a list? A written list of what you're asking of life? If not, now's a good time to start one. And when you ask with intelligence. Be clear, be specific. Say how much, what kind, what color, what model, what deadline. Define what you want. Remember, well-defined goals act like magnets. The clearer you make them, the more they pull. And ask with faith. That childlike faith that says, of course it's possible. That enthusiasm that's contagious. Children believe in everything. They believe they can fly. They believe in adventure. They believe in dreams. That kind of belief can move mountains. Goals and time management. People everywhere want to manage time better. But here's something vital. You cannot manage time without goals. You can't be productive without clear direction. If your objectives aren't firm and vivid, managing time is just busy work. So write your goals down. That's where true productivity starts. Priorities. Today's fast-pacing world can blur our sense of what matters. We forget the seasons of life. A farmer knows the difference. He knows spring is for planting. It's when he works sun up to sundown. Then during winter, he rests, reflects, repairs, waits. There's wisdom in that rhythm. Learn to use your seasons. Know when to push and when to pause. Don't let life blur into one long grind. Stay mindful of what season you're in. Majors and minors. Learn to separate the majors from the minors in life. Ask yourself, Is this a major thing or a minor one? Then allocate your time accordingly. Salespeople know the only major time is the time spent with a prospect. Everything else is preparation. So don't get stuck on the way to forever. Start being with. Don't spend major time on minor things. And don't waste minor time when you're doing something major. And don't forget, money follows the same rules. Don't spend major money on minor things. And don't skimp on major things. Invest in your growth. Feed your mind, not just your body. Concentration. One slip in concentration can cost a championship. So when you're working, really work. When you're thinking, really think. When you're listening, truly listen. And when you need to daydream, do that too. But schedule it. Don't daydream while pretending to work. Reality check. Even with the best goals and the best efforts, you won't get everything you want. Why? Because it's not a perfect world. Things happen. Crops fail. It rains on parades. Life throws curveballs. But if you follow this system, this process, you'll get plenty. More than you imagined. Just try it. Give it 90 days. Watch what happens. You'll never be the same again.